Antonio Brown is an emotionally unstable man. Antonio Brown is very emotionally unstable, and it was clear, it was clear from his departure from Pittsburgh, from the Steelers, the things that he was doing. I saw that he was emotionally unstable, but now it is clear as day. As many of you all know, Antonio Brown has been released by the New England Patriots, and he's been released due to the fact that he texted the second woman who has accused him of sexual assault. He texts her threatening messages, and then even I heard that he included a picture of her children in these text messages. And I'm like, wow, what the hell is wrong with Antonio Brown? What is wrong with him that he thought that was okay? In his mind, he thought doing that was perfectly fine. He thought that was permissible. He thought that was cool for him to do, and that he would receive no backlash because it wasn't riddled with curse words, or if he included his attorney, in the message thread, that everything would be fine. I'm like, what made him think this was okay to text a person that's accusing you of a crime? You don't have no communication with that individual at all. Don't reach out to them. Don't try to come and throw all type of shade at them. Don't do none of that. Let the process occur how it occurs in the court. And if you are innocent, I hope you receive the justice that you deserve. And if the women are telling the truth, I hope they receive the justice that they deserve. However, you don't try to take matters into your own hands and think that's cool to do. Like, bro, when you signed with the New England Patriots, everybody and their mama knew you was on a short leash. Everybody knew he was on a short leash. Everybody know, like, look, and I hate to use that phrase. I'm not going to take that back. We knew that the moment you messed up one time, you were gone. Because they were already taking you on with all of the other antics that you caused in Oakland. All of that other sporadic behavior. And I'm telling people, like, I'm like, wow, look at dude. Look how he acting. Look how he behaving. That's not okay. That's not okay. Look, I was all for him taking his career into his own hands, taking his future into his own hands, and being his own man. I'm all for that. But the moment you start to be like us off the hinge with things, and you start to be super selfish, or everything you do is extremely selfish, it's like, nah, bro. You need to relax. You need to chill. But the moment the man go and takes a girl that's accusing him of a crime and he think that's okay, I'm like, bro, what was he think? What are you thinking, bro? What did you think was what you think was gonna come of that? Let your attorneys and them handle that situation. You're not gonna make it no better for yourself texting a picture of your children and all of that, of her children, cause you mad, and like that's gonna come off as threatening, cause you upset and you mad. Same thing when he was at Oakland, cussing out the general manager Mike Mayock and all of that, and just acting all type of bewildered. Then he get on, after he got released from the New England Patriots, he gets on social media, he get on Instagram and talk about, or Twitter, thanks for the opportunity and everything, and then he like, I got fired on a Friday, and then put up quotes of Nipsey Hussle, like saying stuff like acting like the world is against him. And the world ain't against you, bro. It's not. Now, I thought the timeliness of the situation with the young women accusing you of the crime, I thought that was fishy. But I'm not going to say they're lying, because we have to see everything. We got to see the whole facts from the case. I'm not going to say they was lying, but it seemed fishy. I'm not going to lie. But when it comes to football, the whole world was not against you. Everybody knows Antonio Brown is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, without a doubt. Like, his past couple of years have been absolutely ridiculous. Look at his statistics. You will be in awe. If you have, like, for real, even if you will look at those numbers, even if you've seen what AB has done. When you look at those numbers, you're going to be in awe. Like, damn, this dude this dude tough all around. Highly skilled. But again, these last couple of years, like, letting his emotions just fly off the hinge, and just emotionally, he's a wreck. Every time he get upset and he get mad, there's no telling what he gonna do or what he's gonna say. What's gonna come out his mouth? No telling. He's just that sporadic. And at the end of the day, when you start becoming more of a liability than an asset, teams are gonna get rid of you. Everybody knows how dynamic of a receiver Antonio Brown is. But when you start becoming more of a headache for them, people are going to start letting you go, because they feel like we can't even have you on the field because you always into some extra stuff, or you always doing some things that cause some harm to you. Right? Now, again, I don't know if the young ladies are telling the truth. I don't know if Antonio Brown is telling the truth. But him texting them and texting a girl and talking crazy and all of that and sending pictures of her children and all of that, that's not going to help the situation. It's harming yourself. But again, he gets so upset. And again, we as people, we're normal. We're human. People get upset and sometimes things, we do things out of anger. But you got to understand, when you got a lot at stake, you got to control yourself after you've already not been able to control yourself in the past. You got to be able to control yourself. Relax, chill out, fall back from all that. He went on again attacking Juju Smith-Schuster because at the end of the day, I think AB was mad because he got voted team MVP, even though AB was getting it every other year before that. He got mad that Juju was voted team MVP, and he was mad at Ben Roethlisberger and how his time ended in Pittsburgh, that he wanted to find somebody else to dump on. He got mad. He was already pissed at Juju for them voting him team MVP. So he used that time to throw dirt on Juju name in some type of way, and then try to release an old DM from Juju saying how he looked up to him when he was in college. When Juju was in college, he was telling him, "I look up to you, bro," and all of that. And AB gonna find that and screenshot it to the world as if that's gonna make Juju look bad. He was so mad, he wanted to try to make Juju look like a clown in any way possible. Like, look at your boy Juju. He look up to me. Yeah, he look up to me. He look up to AB. Look at your boy Juju. Look how he is. That was clown out behavior from him. And he's just emotionally off the hinge. He is. Like, he can't control himself. And when you're a man, when you're a person, period, who is emotionally unstable, things aren't going to play out in your favor because you can't control your emotions. Every time something happens and don't go your way, you ready to snap, you ready to curse everybody out, you ready to say things at the wrong times, you ready to just do all type of stuff. And then when things happen as a result of those negative actions that you have, you feel like the world is against you, when it's really you. You got to relax. You got to chill, bro. You got to relax. You got to chill. All this stuff you're doing, it's not helping your cause to try to get on the team. And when it looks bad, because the New England Patriots are a team that really people view New England as they'll accept anything, any behavior, any past behavioral problems they'll take on and try to make you conform to the Patriot way, which it appeared that AB was conforming in interviews and everything. He wasn't trying to talk about none of the other stuff, but in his own personal life outside of Foxborough, he was still doing things like texting a girl and talking crazy to her, trying to come off and come across as threatening to her. You gotta relax, bro. You got to get yourself in order. And he got mad when Shannon Sharpe was talking about how the things that he was doing was detrimental to himself and how he was being selfish and everything, which he was. He got mad and tried to call Shannon Sharpe, allude that Shannon Sharpe is a coon and all of that. And I told people, all this stuff AB doing, a lot of that is stuff he doing himself. Getting on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and all of that while the coach talking when he know they're not supposed to do that. When AB got paid his bread, when he got paid his money, it allowed him to be who he was, who he really is. It allowed him to be who he really is. He is a dynamic receiver, a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's also a selfish person. He is. He wasn't allowed to present that. Well, he didn't want to present that at first when he didn't have that money because he didn't have the money security behind him. But now that he had that, he was cool with acting how he really wanted to act. It was easier to be himself when he got his bread. He was trying to suppress all that the emotional instability that he has. He's like, he was trying to suppress that as best as possible until he got paid. When he got paid, he like, it is what it is. This Antonio Brown, this AB, take it or leave it. This how it is. And all of these, I'm trying to think, what did he thought was gonna come from that? Texting a girl that accused him of sexual assault and trying to threaten her, or coming like, what you thought was gonna happen? Something good? You thought that was gonna play out in your favor? That was gonna be okay? That was gonna be cool? That's how I know something is wrong. I hope the brother seeks some type of counseling for it, because he's just emotionally unstable. He cannot control himself at times, and when you can't control yourself, it's never a good situation. It's not. You got to be in control of your own destiny. And he lets his anger get the best of him at times where he does things that will have him jeopardizing his future. My man's went from a $30 million guaranteed contract to getting like 158,000 something dollars. Now, to me and you, we like, that's a lick. He came up. We like, shoot, we'll take 158 to 150 some thousand, almost 160,000 any day of the week. But for him and the lifestyle that he lives with for his children, he needed that $30 million. That $30 million would have had him straight. But now he's in this situation at 31 years old, arguably one of the most dynamic receivers still in the game that we've ever seen. Well, of course, we've seen Randy, T.O., and Jerry. But AB was going to be in the same breath as them, like, for real. And now he out here trying to find another job with another NFL team. All due to the fact that he is emotionally unstable and he cannot control himself. Whenever he get mad, he do what he want to do. He do whatever, and he'll deal with the consequences later. And as an adult, as a parent, it's not, especially when you got other children, you have to look out for. You have to secure their future. And I'm not saying it could be secured already with the money that he got. He could be very smart with his money and all of that. But I'm saying to set yourself up for, or your family up for generational wealth, you got to do what you got to do to secure that bag. Get that guaranteed money and go get you some more money while you're still in shape to play the game at the highest level. When you're still in shape to be AB and not just regular Antonio Brown on the field. Get that money to take care of your family and take care of your kids and your kids and all of that. You need that. So I'm not saying kiss the NFL butt or kiss their feet. I'm a man. I don't bow down to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I pray to God. That's it. But I'm saying, you as a man, you got to be able to control your emotions. Control your emotions to do what you got to do to secure your bread and do what you got to do to, like, all right, cool. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to do what I got to do, ball out. I'm going to stay out of trouble so I can get this bread at the end of the day. Now, I'm not saying stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in. But what good was going to come from him texting his accuser? Y'all let me know. Because there wasn't no good going to come from that. The man got to control himself, get himself in order. Because now, I don't know, man. Teams going to be looking at him shifty because it's like if the Patriots can't deal with it, somebody going to be like, man, I don't know. But damn, if he end up in Kansas City or something like that, oh my God. If he end up later on with Kansas City Kansas City let Kareem Hunt go, so I don't know. But they still brought back, what's my boy name that just got injured? What's dude name? Golly, Tyreek Hill. They still brought him back despite his issues and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know, man. If he blows over, Chiefs might pick him up. I don't know. Who knows? But he got to get it together. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.